For a few minutes early, we'll get going. All right, everyone. Welcome to the Eastern Washington Press Conference. As a courtesy, please silence your cell phones or turn them off. Please provide your name and media affiliation when you ask a question. And if you are joining on Zoom, please use the raise hand function. We will just open it up straight for questions for the student athletes. Bo there has a mic. Please make sure to use it when you're doing so.
I guess for Jamie, what do you remember about the last time your Eagles team was here in Corvallis? Not too long ago, but just memories of that game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I remember going into that game just super excited to be playing, a Pac-12 team for one, but just playing in this environment. I'd been there before, so it was super fun to have those moments with my teammates. And as far as the game goes, just super fun just to be able to play in that atmosphere and for the team to experience, that type of play. And I think for sure just like knowing how good we are and how well we can compete. And so I think going into this game this year, it's going to be the same thing, embracing these moments and just having confidence in who we are.
Hey guys, thanks for doing this. Ron Callan with Learfield IMG Sports, and a veteran team. You guys got a lot of experience. How's that paid off for you this season? And you're going up against a team that obviously has had a great season, but they have no seniors. Leah, let's start with you.
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to pay off. We've had some challenging games earlier in the preseason, playing those tougher teams like Gonzaga, UC Irvine, and Cal. And even though we lost those games, I feel like they really challenged us and made us a better team. And just having all of our team back with Jacinta, I just feel like us being seasoned, it's really going to show playing our game tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure. I think again, just having that confidence in who we are and just knowing that we are capable of competing at such a high level, it's just going to be a test to just come out and just play to our abilities and really just have a good time playing with one another. I think it's just super fun to embrace these moments.
What was it like to win that Big Sky championship for not only for you guys, but for the school and for Cheney, that whole area there outside of Spokane? What was that like? And also, what kind of personality does this team have?
I would say it was just feeling super honored to represent our community and to have the season that we are having. Just feeling very proud of this team, knowing what we've overcome, like Aaliyah said, and battling through every sort of scenario this season. I think it's really prepared us and shaped who we are. As far as who we are as a team, we are easygoing. We love to just find joy in every moment. We don't let things pressure us too much. I think that's one of our strengths, just staying present, taking it one game at a time, and embracing just the moments we get as this team because, there's not too many left, and I think it's really special to be able to acknowledge that.
Yeah, just kind of like what Jamie said, just to work hard from the fall and to have the opportunity to play in that championship game and win. It was just an amazing experience. And kind of like what Jamie said, like we're a bubbly team. We laugh, we love, we cry, we work hard for each other. So just to celebrate when that buzzard went off in the final game, it was just such a surreal moment and will be cherished forever.
Last thing for me, for both of you, your thoughts on this year's Oregon State Beavers team?
Yeah, they're a tough team. Like you said, they're young, and I think for us, we've been talking about this week since the selection show it's a really good matchup for us, and I think it's going to be another great opportunity to play this team. Like last year, I think both teams are still very similar, and so it's a great matchup, and really excited to play such a great team who finished well in the Pac-12.
Yeah, just kind of echoing off what Jamie said, we have similar teams from last year and just super excited to practice and do our scout and really lock in on them and just go into that game with full confidence and try to have a good game.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Go Eagles.
Coach Gleason will be here in about 15 or 20 minutes. All right, everybody get in the back. Okay, we have Coach Gleason. As a courtesy to your fellow members, please silence your phones. Please provide your name and affiliation when asking a question. And if you're joining on Zoom, please use the raise your hand function. There is a mic in the room. Please make sure to use it when asking a question. And Coach, if you would, we'll start with a quick statement and then open it for questions.
Hi, this is Jody Gleason from Eastern Washington, head coach. Is that what you wanted? Or like an opening statement? We are excited to be here. We are proud representatives of the Big Sky Conference. We feel like we have been battle-tested, won the regular season, went on to win the conference tournament as well, and this group is really special. They work extremely hard. They love to play defense, which is not typical of a lot of teams, and they just love to get after it, and we're just excited to be able to continue our journey together and play another day.
Okay, questions?
John Warren with KEJL Radio. How do you like the way your team's playing coming into the tournament?
I think we're playing really well. We, have had some ups and downs as every conference or every team has with injuries and whatnot, and now we feel like we have most of our lineup back. We're playing our best. We have kind of had that target on our back all year as the number one pick in the conference, and so we've been able to withstand everybody's best effort, and so we're just happy with how our team has done that, and we're playing our best, I think, so we're excited about that.
Guy Tannenbaum, KHQ in Spokane. Coach, in the 3 years you've been in charge of the program, the turnaround has been remarkable. 9 wins your first year, 19 last year, 29 this year. What do you attribute that to? And just kind of you speak to the people you have in that locker room, because a lot of them have been there from the beginning for you.
I think you said it. It's all about the people. We brought in a great staff when we got here. Skip and I have been coaching together for a long time. We brought in Jordan Loetta and Brandon Morrison as our assistants, and they both just bring a ton of energy, a ton of experience, and just love for the kids. They really do a great job of player development. They build the relationships. They do all the things that I like to see in the program. So they were just a huge assets for us. And then starting year one, we were really young. I think there were the top 6 scorers on the team had left in the portal or were injured from the current roster, and so we were able to bring in a few people. I think we had 4 or 5 players in that class, and then we just played our young players, and they got a lot of experience. They, we took our lumps, like you said, we only got 9 wins, but we were starting 3 freshmen and 2 sophomores, and all those guys are still here, and now they're juniors and seniors. So they just were, battle tested and have that experience. And then the next year we were able to add Jamie Loetta and Aaliyah Alexander to the mix, both of which are premier players. As we could see, Jamie ended up getting MVP of the conference this year in Aaliyah's first team. But they just were a great fit for everybody else that we already had on the roster, and just complemented the depth. And last season, year 2, we only lost one player to the portal and returned 16. And so I think that was just a huge, sign of what was going to happen ahead, and just like a sign of their commitment to Eastern Washington, their commitment to the program, their commitment to each other. And so that was just huge for us, and we knew that to end that year, we ended up 4th in the Big Sky and made it to the semifinals of the tournament. And we knew we had something special, and especially when everybody returned and we were ready to hit the ground running. And then this year, like I said, we hit the ground running. They have really high aspirations. They're all very high achievers. They work really hard. But the thing that we're most proud of is really just the chemistry and culture of our team. That was our goal, was to be the number 1 in the nation in culture and in chemistry, and we feel like we've achieved that.
Obviously, it's a huge accomplishment getting to the tournament, 2nd time for the program ever. How do you go past that, though? I mean, obviously, you guys have bigger aspirations. How much of that is going into this, and then also coming into a hostile environment, the host environment, you're an opponent you're familiar with. I know it's kind of two-parter there, but how do you make sure your players are ready for the moment tomorrow?
Yeah, I think that that's probably one of the tougher things. You don't get ready without being in the moment. Jamie Loetta is the only one that's been in an NCAA tournament. When she was at ASU, they made it to the Sweet 16. The others, it's their first time. So we just try not that you want to play it down, but we just try to treat it like exactly every other game. You know, like I said, we've had our target on our back. We played in big games. We played against really tough opponents in the preseason. The Big Sky is very challenging, and we feel like we've gone into hostile environments with, you know, similar crowds and won. And so we feel like we are battle tested, and we've kind of been through everything, either this season or last season, just to help get us here.
Hey, Coach Gleason, Ron Callan with Learfield. Can you talk a little bit about your opponent? You played him last year, and you played him tough. A team with no seniors, a team that's the 3C. What about the Beavers? What's the big challenge?
Oh, it's huge. You know, the Pac-12 is, you know, arguably the best conference in the nation, and they're one of the top teams. So we know that we have our hands full. You know, they're led by Beers. She's just a prolific scorer on the inside that she can fill it up. She's a double-double machine, and so you really have to focus on trying to make things tough for her, and as tough as you can. You know, just trying to slow her down as much as you can. And of course, good teams that have good posts have to have shooting around them. Otherwise, everybody would just take that away. So the Beavs have that. You know, they have great scorers on the perimeter. They can shoot the ball really well. You know, they can get downhill and attack, so they can kind of mix it up and score a bunch of different ways. So we know that our hands are full, but we also are a really good defensive team, and a lot of times defense prevails in the once you make it to the tournament. So we're hoping that we can apply some pressure, we can disrupt as much as we can, force turnovers, and try to create offense from our defense.
What was your initial reaction when you saw the tournament field here?
We were a little bit surprised, just because every bracket prediction had us going to Colorado, and so that was really one of the things that was different, was having us come over here. We either thought we were going to Colorado or potentially the Zags, but so we were happy just in the fact that we have a lot of regional players on our team, so this would be a lot easier for our family and friends to get to. So that was something that was really exciting. We knew we were going to travel somewhere and we were going to play in somebody's home arena, so it was going to be anywhere. You know, we had hoped that we would get a 12 seed and try to be on a neutral court, but that didn't happen. And so then we just knew it would be somewhere and be on somebody else's court, so might as well be somewhere close.
Any other questions? Coach, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you. Go Eags.